whose time has come. The WCTR team spoke to one member.
Whenever I'm in trouble, I talk to my invisible friends. When I was a kid, my mother told me to be good, or invisible people would kill me. I'm passing that terrifying living along to my children, like a virus.
Also, police are investigating the murder of Liberty City crime family, the Sindacos, whose bodies were found in a meat factory in Las Venturas. Could this be the start of a mafia war, or was it a sick game gone hideously wrong? Either way, America's beef producers say it will all blow over. Los Santos police officers...
Move over, dude!
The pair, whom prosecutors claim have masterminded a huge criminal organization, have disappeared. LSPD spokespeople said they were undercover. Las Venturas was recently celebrating the opening of the Four Dragons Casino, a huge new pleasure palace with a Chinese feel, setting a new level of optimistic debauchery for the country. Richard reports from Venturas, where the Four Dragons hosted the Child Actor Convention.
How do you stay 14 with the dealer showing 12, you moron? You hit me.
Richard!
Leanne, as you know, actors are a shallow and insecure lot, often uncomfortable in their sexuality. But what's worse are child actors, especially when they get together. Jimmy, from the canceled sitcom Just the Five of Us, was dragged down by police earlier today.
This is bullshit! Hey, don't arrest my bitches! I am a star! It's just flowers, I swear!
Jimmy, I'm Richard Burns, WCTR News. What do you think of My Five Uncles, the show that replaced yours?
What do you think, dumbass? That show sucks my ass!
Then why do you still look like a kid?
I'm 51 years old! I just look like a kid! I'm gonna cock punch you! Ugh! Hey, how do you like that, you liberal media bastard? Richard Burns, WCTR News. Back to you, Leanne.
I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. I wouldn't sleep if I were you.
At home, at work, or in rehab, listen to WCTR.
Enjoy listening to Mental Patients? Area 51 is next.
Is your child really an alien? Has the future already happened? We explore deeper, much deeper. I'm Marvin Trill. This is Area 53. Prepare to be appalled. Hello?
Culture these chemicals in our bodies. Flush in our hearts. First, start by masticating.
Did you say masturbating?
Listen again, Marvin. My listening here, masticating vigorously. To really cleanse, you're gonna have to do some yoga. The cleansing properties of doing yoga with a garden hose up your ass cannot be ignored. Useless, so our kids can't fire machine guns.
I hear what you're saying. Sure shows. Oh, God. Kevin, hello. You're on the air.
All the missiles are under my control, not the government's control. Why do you think they put me in solitary confinement for 8 months? Because I can launch a nuclear system by just whistling into a phone.
Really? Great. Could you wipe out all the other radio stations in town for me?
Hey, I don't do that anymore. I only use my powers for good.
Ah, look, this isn't a
Where's my
cartoon or
grid?
TV show. Let's get real for a second. The problem with people like you who have superpowers is that you really don't use them for good. If I had superpowers, everyone would be naked. And women signing autographs at conventions couldn't resist me. All right, going to the conspiracy line.
Yeah, this is Montag.
Okay.
My name's Montag.
Oh, yes, I got that.
Hey, have you ever leveled a house with a helicopter?
No, but...
That'd be really cool. I thought you were a DJ. You used to talk more about killing people with helicopters. I prefer electric cables, tightly wound around people's throats,
We have a lot of aerospace fans and plenty of murderers who like the show. Inside, I feel like it's time to close the pod bay door and take a rest. Until next time, reset your memory chip and don't believe what they tell you. This is Marvin Trill. You're leaving Area 53. Kiflam.
That was Area 53, where reality is an alien concept.
The news and all the other things that really matter to you. Like sensationalist bullshit.
The real-life fictional drama.
Keep your hands off me!
no autographs. She better get with it.
It was quite clear. Grandmother, not mother. It's your fault it doesn't work.
I nearly went to prison, man. What you told me to do is illegal in most states.
Whatever. Look, Chris Fromage is a liar and a cheat. He made it up. It doesn't help anyone apart from him. The fact is, people need to face their fears. Remember, I always say that. Face your fears. Don't run away.
Darius Fontaine can kiss my ass.
You'd like that?
I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. Because you are the devil. People aren't really afraid, you know. Yet you make them kill their families.
Fears have to be faced. That's what I always say. Just ask Laszlo.
Hey, don't bring me into this ruckus, Darius. This is between you two wackos. I mean, and you stay away from me, Darius. I've got a restraining order, dude.
Laszlo, the only way that you can really communicate with your ancestors is to pay someone like me. Just a second. I want you to try something. Touch my cane.
This whole town, man. I think you've seen too many movies, dude.
You can be happy. Listen, join us. Be famous. Find your true self. Have a breast, nose surgery, whatever you want. Lie with 9 new partners a week. It explains everything.
Hey, man.
If there are no women, make them. From sand, from garbage, out of thin air. The rich cry too, Laszlo.
Well, that's an interesting theory that sounds like it was formulated with pharmaceuticals. But, you know, I would like to find about being rich and crying. Because right now I'm just poor and crying. But this is the West Coast, you know. I'm only into lesbians, man.
It's destiny. Vinewood only lets you down. In the Epsilon program, there are no series finales. It goes on and on and on. We don't abandon you.
Well, we're gonna have to abandon this show. Great, first show and a dude nearly kills me. Now I'm being harassed by a former sociology professor and an alcoholic turned self-deifying cultist. Please, I gotta get back to the East Coast. This has been Entertaining America with Laszlo on WCTR.
Culturally, this country is flatlining. Now you know why. Lonely? It's about to get much worse. Lonely Hearts is next.
I'm Christy McIntyre, and this is Lonely Hearts. You know, when we get dumped or mom dies, it's really a good thing, because, really, I want you to listen to me. Pull over. I said pull over! Life is not a game. Life is love. First caller.
Janice, remember me?
I told you, leave me alone!
Sometimes the heart is confusing, lady. So is the brain. You talk too much. If you look out the window, you will notice your car is on fire.
Oh my God!
Women know nothing about homes. This is why I am here. Fernando was tired of hearing women on the radio with bad advice. Because if you close your eyes, you can be loving anyone, especially when you are alone on an airplane bathroom and people are knocking on the door and you keep flushing and flushing. Let's take a caller. Whose heart is on the line? Love is finally in the air.
Hi, I love the show. I'm in a great mood. My mistress just got her period.
I love that day.
Anyway,
I love my wife. I have 18 children and...
Why do you have so many children? Are you a man with a fire in his loins and a hole in his johnny?
Well, I can't really talk about that. I'm passing on a tradition. Raising little soldiers. Kipling.
You sound like you enjoy the fetal position and sucking at your thumb.
Wow! How'd you know?
I always know. It's fine. Fernando loves to suck his thumb too. It's so hot and sexy, baby. Note yourself first. You're number one. Your spouse is number two. And in the ultimate scenario, they're number three. And number two comes from Las Venturas phone book after you see Fernando's ad in the classified. Maybe we leave that for now. 9-8, Daisy, John, Lonely Hearts, go meet Fernando Martinez.
Speaking of number two, I totally love my voice, but like, this one, I don't know what to do.
Jazz, cars, and bands have a lot in common, but real man leaves his mark, like a stallion.
But I mean, I smell it, but I don't say anything. And he just rolls down the window and acts like it's all cool. Well, it's not cool. Why do men have this problem?
Fernando learned this years ago in emotion music. Inside him, is a wounded boy, full of fire from his ass, climbing trees, blowing up frogs, beating up slow classmates, sleeping with your friends. All in the day's work. It is light, it is love, it is better than words.
Hell yeah, I'm a carpenter. I drink all day and nail 2x4s.
Hi, I got a very expensive photography collection. It's just like the whole house. What is that thing about?
It says what somebody should say. Maybe I say it. Listen to Fernando. There is nothing in the real thing. It is so silly to spend hundreds of dollars on videotapes for making passion when you can make the tapes yourself and sell them and make money.
Look where you going!
You stay away from animals. It's not legal. Not even for me. It is illegal. Maybe someday I set up a penny suit for people like you. Would you want to understand the passion that lives us on this planet since the dinosaurs? When the passion burns like a nasty itch, when fate forced you to leave the town after an incident, or the risk of a father shotgun, is fate an incident? Is a 5-alarm fire an incident? I come to Las Venturas, a city with more love than it can handle. Love is realizing your calling. I say this, I once played music that brings passion, and I realize you can have even more passion with a credit card.
Hey, Clementia, I was only here about flat machine.
Yes, maybe it's true. Actor passion is different with every other. Some need a soft touch because they have been traumatized. Others have already been traumatized, so you break them like a truck driver and steal a six-pack on your way out.
What are you talking about?
I am talking about passion. I am talking about romance. I teach you how to talk in just a second. You be quiet. Cállate.
I'm trying to get to work.
SanAndreas, in your car, push yourself.
This is from my diary in Sri Lanka. For a few rupees a day, I have employed the services of a young man who has been my guide in pleasure as well as pain. There is something very exotic about him. A green man. He could be a boy, but like many locals, in certain lights he looks just like a little girl. He is a real minx who knows exactly what he is doing to it. Oh, wrong page. Here we go. Avrinda took me deep into jungle. And there we took part in an ancient rite of passage for adolescents on the cusp of adulthood. We hunted each other in game very similar to the ancient games of Kiss Chase I used to play. No!
Did you know the red
Age. Avrinda has left me. I thought I meant something. But it seems he would rather become a fisherman or follow me in an exotic life than degeneracy in narcotics as my husband. I hate myself. Why does this keep happening to me? Hell! Wrong bit again! Where's the page about watching the elephants mate? And it being really disturbing and making...
Cheap and it's plentiful. Apart from the rent boys.
What about the food poisoning? What about the starving beggars? What about the political instability and the chance to eat insects?
I don't work for it. Have you seen the news lately?
Philistine. Well, if you want exotic, go to Hawaii. They still trade in beads there and ride planks rather than motorboats. Time for me to head south again. On the next show, we'll be discussing Amsterdam, Paradise Regained, Morocco, smudgy smoke. Until next time, travel safe. Ciao. I'm James Beeston, and this has been The Wild Traveler.
This is WCTR, committed to bringing you shows like The Wild Traveler, even if we received a cease and desist.
Opinions are free, which is why we're here. It's news and talk that our sponsors agree on.
Not the government's control. Why do you think they put me in solitary confinement for 8 months? Because I could launch nuclear missiles by just whistling into a phone.
Really? Great. Could you wipe out all the other radio stations in town for me?
Hey, I don't do that anymore. I only use my powers for good.
Ah, look, this isn't a cartoon or TV show. Let's get real for a second. The problem with people like you who have superpowers is that you really don't use them for good. If I had superpowers, everyone would be naked. And women signing autographs at conventions couldn't resist me. Going to the conspiracy line.
Yeah, this is Montag.
Okay.
My name's Montag.
Yes, I got that.
Hey, if you're not to the house with a Holocaust, that'd be really cool. I thought you were a DJ. You should talk more about Holocaust. I prefer electric cable, tightly wound around people's throats, watching go blue.
What you ain't?
We have a lot of aerospace fans and plenty of murderers who like the show. Inside, I feel like it's time to close the pod bay door and take a rest. Until next time, reset your memory chip and don't believe what they tell you. This is Marvin Trader. You're leaving Area 53. Iflam.
That was Area 53, where reality is an alien concept.
Hi, what are you afraid of? Heights? Flying? Polio? Whatever your fear, it's time to face it. Hi, I'm Darius Fontaine, the creator of inversion therapy.
Hello.
For years, we've helped patients get past their deepest and darkest fears and get on with their lives. Just listen to this.
I was having really dark thoughts. I wanted to sleep with my mother. Now that I've done it, I don't want to anymore.
Incredible! But, you know, it works. That's inversion therapy. Fear it, face it, do it, conquer it. Got it? Listen again.
Yeah, okay. I was terrified of my children being harmed, so I stabbed them.
When you take your fear head on, then it's time to move on. I'm Darius Fontaine. Call me today. I'll change your life. Promise. Call 1-866-FACE-FEAR.
Now it's the couple who each thinks the other is screwing America. I Say You Say is next, with the Phillips.
I'm Dr. Phillips, and I'm a liberal.
Get to a 10-step program,
That's
man.
12 steps.
Yeah, you only deserve 10. I'm also Dr. Phillips, and I'm conservative. Today on the show, is it okay to talk to people we were at war with once?
And the skyrocketing price of buying off a politician.
And we talk to people without health care who are genuinely happy not to be burdened with it. It's political debate and discussion from the right and the wrong side of the tracks.
Let's go to the phones before right-wing anger engulfs my wife. Who's on the line?
Hi, I have an eating disorder, so I moved to the West Coast.
No, that's so sad. Maybe you need a support group with some caring friends.
Yeah, maybe you should keep your finger out of your throat and eat a donut. 99% of the world wake up each day and eat dirt, and Queen Puke-a-Lot here can't keep a meal down? Boo-hoo! What do you expect, sympathy? This is Los Santos. People would give their right arm and left leg to live here. It's paradise, but you have to suffer to belong. You can't take the heat. Get out of the nuclear reactor. Next caller.
Yeah, I agree with that caller about the nuclear plant next to the projects. You know, nature has a way of taking care of poor people. Tornadoes don't like poor people.
Right, like I don't do laundry. I'm liberated, independent, and I have 3 maids, all of them on less than minimum wage. I mean, poor people are so happy to work for me.
Especially when I help them.
16 seconds is a record.
I have 100 that I took from hotel rooms.
What's your question?
Well, as a mother and a fireman, I was wondering what you guys thought about diversity in America.
It makes me very nervous.
Well, you see, I'm heavily into diversity. I'm like a man with a womb, lactating.
Yes, I think you're a little confused.
No, you're the one that's confused. I'm the one who eats Alaskan salmon and children from Alabama. I speak English, I eat German food, I practice French adultery, and I weigh as much as Vatican City. I'm an American.
Okay. Get off our show. Mary, please stop eyeing the producer.
I already said.
So,
Ryan's on the line. Hello, Ryan.
Hi, my name's Brian. I work at Trilogy Casino in Las Venturas.
Excellent. You take stupid people's money. I love it. Very capitalist. Hey, Brian, what's your concern?
I did live
Bacon.
in the 90s. It was going to be a real drag. It's terrible protection kicking my ass. Everyone I know is giving up left-wing
guess we're really a materialistic time.
I know, I'm a shallow person. Even movie star to be president. It's worse. They're the best liars. They do it professionally.
Well, so do all politicians. Next call.
Yeah, I want to talk about deforestation.
Yes, that is a shame what they're doing to the thick, beautiful redwoods north of San Diego.
Well, I want to talk about women. But you're right, Skip, is half the problem. It ain't natural and it's un-American.
Look, infatuation and disillusionment is the American way, but it works. Just look at places without professional wrestling and porno.
Porno is the exploitation of women.
Some people want to be exploited, like factory workers. Others want to be degraded. I mean really, really degraded. Like a liberal having its way with you. God, it makes me feel so dirty.
Moving swiftly on from my wife. You're on I say, you say, and what's your question?
Yeah, this is Brad. I'm really into pleasure myself.
Good grief!
Well, that's my business, but I feel discriminated against. Not only can I not practice my hobby in the privacy of my own garden or car, but my movies are rated as pornographic. I mean, let me ask you a question. Threesomes, right?
Well, that's where our problem started.
Yeah.
Yes, the producer.
Well, right. I ran a movie with 2 chicks and a dude, and it's called a porno. People look at me like I'm... But I ran a movie with 2 dudes and a chick. It's all in French. Probably wins awards. Called an art house love triangle. But it's revolting.
No, you're revolting. Get off the airwaves and into therapy, buddy.
Oh, that's the problem with men. You're imbeciles.
And yet you married me.
God, don't rub it in. I did. I was desperate. That's all we have time for, luckily. This show is headed downhill. When you take the worst qualities of an elephant and a donkey, you get a lot of shit. We'll see you next time on I Say, You Say. Jackass.
I Say, You Say is heard only on WCTO.
Makes me real angry just thinking
If you
about
crave
it.
news, WCTR,
Nah,
West
it's not
Coast
bad.
Talk Radio.
See ya. I'll catch you later.
It's me. Tomorrow, I will dream of green, yellow oceans and froth on the beach. It's me. I'm an individual. What is love? It's me. I stand alone and sit. I need design. It's me. Shine. My helmet shine. Helmet shine is a fantasy. Shine is a spectacle. Helmet shine is you. If you desire, what is love? The space between your ears. Advertising all beaches. Shine. Tomorrow, I'm the white rabbit. I dream in black and white. Sunshine, onanistic fury. It's me. You're beautiful. That's enough. Shine. By Helmet Shine.
The Tight End Zone is next. Brought to you by Lager Beer and Redwood Cigarettes. A game just isn't a game if you're not drunk.
Come in. That's the changing room, sir. Try on anything you want, sir.
Why do I get sent out for food?
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure, sir.
I blame my father.
Playing lacrosse. Ooh, look at me. I'm carrying my bag on a stick and wearing a skirt. Might as well teach my boy to hunt butterflies.
Okay, I guess where I go wrong. It all depends how you look at things. Any race fans out there? Hey, football fans, soccer fans, go home! We don't want you here! Your game is terrible, and we don't win at it. Next caller.
Hi, Derek. My name's Cole, and I'm a big racing fan. I tell you that where I'm from, there's nothing more exciting than shit facing, going deaf in 110-degree heat, and watching cars go in a circle for several hours. Yeehaw!
Yeah, hey, I think that's what it's all about. That and putting a lot of stickers on my car.
Yeah, that really gets on my nerves. I mean, I'm a ball fan. My wife loves me too, and half the cars are closer than others.
Is this your idea of a good time?
This internet thing.
Let's stop showering each other and go to sports drink and get this ball back in play. Hello.
Good job. So you stop trying to kill me.
What kind of man wakes up in the morning and says, I'm going to go throw hammers for a living? Ooh, the long jump. Look at me. I can
It's distracting us from our...
We got a 10 tank in more than the last 25.
That's cool.
I mean, first off, why would you ride a bull? Go find a big girl. They can use the attention, and that's all we have time for. Okay, I'm Derek. Hey, until next time, play safe, people. Go, baby, go team.
You're listening to WCTR.
What's the darn hold
maybe
up?
you aren't. Maybe you became so offended that the tight end zone has no female callers that you changed stations. I know I would, and have. I'm not here anymore. Let's head over to the newsroom.
Leanne Forget, WCTR News.
I have a tennis
reporting what
lesson
the
in
morning
3
memo tells us
minutes.
to. Pornography in preschool, a sickening shortage. And shiny compact discs turning your children into killers. Plus, the Epsilon Trap, a psychotic underground power-hungry cult running the government and Vinewood.
This sounds as bad as scandalous.
Get your nasty hands off me!
As a kid, my mother told me to be good, or invisible people would kill me. I'm passing that terrifying
my
living
way.
along to my children, like a virus.
Have you ever heard of Versión?
Police are investigating the murder of Liberty City crime family, the Sindacos, whose bodies were found in a meat factory in Las Venturas. Could this be the start of a mafia war, or was it a sick game gone hideously wrong? Either way, America's beef producers say it will all blow over. Los Santos police officers Frank Tenpenny and Eddie Pulaski are being sought by government officials in order to stand trial for the murder of Officer Ralph Benjamin. The pair, whom prosecutors claim have masterminded a huge criminal organization, have disappeared. LSPD spokespeople said they were undercover. Las Venturas was recently celebrating the opening of the Four Dragons Casino, a huge new pleasure palace with a Chinese feel, setting a new level of optimistic
especially on this station, featuring more rich, angry people complaining. WCTF.
Sounds like you got a nasty cough.
Yeah? No shit.
Here, baby. Try this. Hit number annihilates cough and cold symptoms.
I'm seeing dark.
That's the patented cough-killing concoction of codeine, morphine, and alcohol.
Laughter! Just killing time.
How's your cold now?
Who the hell are you?
I'm your wife, fool.
Soothe kills a cough fast. And for the kids' chesty cough, it's Soothe Junior, the medication that comes in a fun, animal-shaped container kids will love.
Hey, look at me. I'm binging on medication just like that.
Oh my God, he's barely breathing.
No, that's just the medicine doing its magic.
Thanks to Soothe, his cough is history. With Soothe, you'll forget you had a cough. Your name, where to properly go to the bathroom.
Damn, that's it!
And now, the #1 show for vegetables on the radio. Gardening with Maurice.
Now, crap!
Okay, we are back in the garden. I'm Maurice,